Breaking news just coming into our newsroom. Ontario Provincial Court Justice Russell Otter is retiring. Justice Otter became a provincial court judge in 1993.
But before he hangs up his robes, here's a look back at some special moments from his family life and judicial career. Congratulations, Russ.
I will perform the duties of my office faithfully.
It is a big night for a Toronto judge as he receives an historic appointment. Scarborough Court Justice Russell Otter has become the first Canadian judge to be named president of the American Judges Association.
Make better judges.
With every sit-up, kick, and twist, Russell Otter gives his all.
Exhale going up, inhale coming down.
He's been a volunteer instructor at the North York YMCA for the past 30 years.
We met on March the 30th, 1968, at an apartment on Kingston Road. And we spent the rest of the party out on the balcony dancing. And it was very cold, March the 30th. But we didn't seem to notice.
Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed.
Russ grew up in Hamilton. He was and still is the oldest of 7 siblings. I think the thing that's astounding to me is that he is still very close to all of them and treats them all fairly.
My first encounter with Russell Otter was in 1975. I was 23 years old. He must have been about 32. And he was a dashing figure, blonde curls. He had been at the Y, training and teaching classes, and he was quite a specimen. I actually saw Russ interview a client for the first time. I've ever seen a lawyer interview a client. And his way of connecting with the client was fantastic. I was so impressed with him.
I probably first met Russ as a defense lawyer. He was a pretty good judge to pull. He's a light touch.
He's got a little twinkle in his eye. He's a little mischievous. His heart has always been and continues to be in the right place. So as a judge, everybody, including me, wanted to be in front of him.
Russ is a role model for all of us. He acts with his big heart and a lot of compassion. As a matter of fact, it's notorious that when he's in the plea court, that's 406 Court in Scarborough. When the prisoners downstairs hear that it's Russ, they know he's got a big heart, he's very fair, and he'll be kind to them. So they decide that day that they're going to plead guilty, and they just line up.
Humane, he's compassionate, he's a true class act and a gentleman, and he's always been that way. And I've worked with him for 16 years as a judge. I hope he's not listening to this. That's all I can say. Okay, that's good.
What would Russ's spirit animal be? Well, I guess it's got to be an otter. And this is why Russ is an otter, okay, besides the name. He is cute, he is friendly. I think he would be very generous with his, little clams or his little kelp. I think of otters always being on their backs, so I think you have to have good abs. And I know Russ used to do ab workouts and lead ab classes at the Y. I think his spirit animal is an otter.
We've traveled around the world together on judges trips, and he's just a great companion.
He makes defendants feel like they're human beings. He makes lawyers feel like they're being appreciated and listened to.
He's never grown old. He's got way too many books. He buys books, he doesn't even read them. He doesn't have time to read them.
He's got an addiction problem. He's addicted to books.
I think Russ is just really kind-hearted. So I think Russ has always and continues to look at the best of people. And if there's a way to give somebody a break, he will.
Is very loving, but he doesn't show it openly. With the grandchildren, for example, he would be very aggressive in his horseplay.
What's going on?
But he adores the grandchildren. But what he does is what gives him away. More importantly, very fair to all. He includes all of them. No one special grandchild. I'm his favorite wife, of course, but no one favorite grandchild. He loves them all. He's a family man like you wouldn't believe. If I had to think of one word to describe Russ, I would say he's fair-minded.
He's a mensch. And I'm not even Jewish.
Generous.
He's kind. And I know that that's what everybody's going to say about him, but he just is.
Russ, I wish you as much fun in retirement as you have had in your judicial career.
We wish you every success and a great enjoyable retirement.
Many years of good health. I wish you exciting journeys that I know you have always enjoyed.
As a devoted grandfather, I hope you get as much time as you can with your delightful grandchildren.
Well, love, I wish you all the best in your retirement. I love you dearly, and I wish you lots of books to read, lots of time with your family and grandchildren.